Commander! Yeah, I've been putting off this video for a while just because I hate talking for long periods of time, and deck techs make me do that. But let's get on with it. It's Crick, son of Yawgmoth, boy of Yawgmoth, the son of a bitch. He costs 4 generic and 3 spiky Phyrexian mana. He has lifelink, and whenever you cast a black spell, he gets a +1/+1 counter. But his main and prime and juicy cream ability is for each black and a cost, you may pay 2 life rather than pay mana cost. It turns all black symbols in casting costs and abilities into Phyrexian mana, which make him broken, busted, and fun. It also makes this deck make you hurt yourself a lot. So everyone's favorite parts, the lands. 23 swamps. Let's put that over there in the swamp corner. Reliquary Tower, because your hand goes stupid, dumb, crazy big with things like Necropotence or Necropotence or however the hell you say it. Cabal Stronghold and Cabal Coffers. Cabal Stronghold is good in this deck just because it's mono black, so you run a lot of swamps anyway, so it works. And then Cabal Stronghold obviously combos with Urborg, which in turn also combos with Nykthos because you get a lot of mana, so you can do things. Opal Palace is just a card I put in every deck, and because Crick gets counters anyway, this helps every now and then. Mortuary Mire to get creatures back on top of your library. Everglades is in here because I don't know why. Bajuka Bog, sometimes he needs to exile a grave. Rogue's Passage, sometimes I want to beat someone's face in and I don't want them to block. Some Cycle Lands, and then Phyrexian Tower. I have a lot of death triggers in this deck, so playing Phyrexian Tower works pretty well. You could also play... there's the land that sacrifices a creature and gains a high market. You could play high market as well. I don't because I don't have another one, but that is definitely a card you could put in instead of 23 swamps. A Planeswalker. It's Sorin. I have actually -3'd myself to go from 2 life to 10 life. Sometimes you gotta do that. This deck makes you lose a lot of life really quickly, so you know, you gotta bust out them 99-cent store plays. Instances, we got Sun Spoiling, Thrilling Encore, and Tainted Strike. Those are actually the only 3 instances I play. You could play Vampiric Tutor. I don't have another one. You probably should play Vampiric Tutor because more tutors is good, but there you go. That's what I'm playing. Then we got Exhume, Buried Alive, Scheming Symmetry, Reanimate, Crux of Fate, Rise of the Dark Realms, Victimize, Living Death, Repay in Kind, Diabolic Intent, Decree of Pain, Exsanguinate, Beseech the Queen, Beacon of Unrest, Torment of Hailfire, Diabolic Tutor, and Damnation. You can probably tell there's a lot of tutors in there. You got Diabolic Tutor, you got the Beseech the Queen, the Intent, you got the Scheming Symmetry. And then there's things like Repay in Kind, which is just a fun card. This is actually how I win a lot of my games, is just making my life become almost nothing, playing Repay in Kind, and then exsanguinating for 1. It's happened before. Players will not let me do it again. So if you ever have the chance to do this, do it because it will kill you before that ever happens again. Buried Alive starts a creature combo piece with Carrion Feeder, Chainer, and Grey Merchant. So this is definitely an include in this deck if you intend to run that loop, which I do, which you will see soon. Enchantments! We get Animate Dead because reanimation is a theme in this deck. Phyrexian Reclamation, basically anything that has a cost in a spell with when it comes to enchantments and creatures you want to play, because you know you can activate them for very, very cheap. Phyrexian Altar, and of course I got the Sanguine Bond Exquisite Blood combo because you know not enough combos. Dictate of Erebos, which is essentially my Grave Pact. Pestilence, because it's so fun to do that and somehow win. It's just fun. Necropotence, which I call Necropotence because it just makes people mad. Yeah, that's definitely a card you want to play. You cast it for 6 life instead of anything, and you draw your whole deck if need be, and then you use your life total in a fun way. And then Black Market because creatures will die a lot in this game. We got Artifacts. Bolus of Citadel, which is a very, very fun card to play in this deck. You get to cast stuff for your life, which is kind of a running theme here. And you can look at the top card any time, which is just kind of fun to do. Whip of Erebos to get creatures back from the grave. Demon's Horn, believe it or not, this card will kind of screw with your opponents more than you think. It makes them think about casting spells less once it's late game, especially if they're playing other black decks, because they don't want you to gain life at all. So for some reason, this card messes with a lot of players. Phyrexian Altar for mana, and because it sacks and, you know, mana. Bantu's Monument, great card. All the monuments, I think, are good in their own respective monocolored decks, and Bantu's Monument is no exception. Very, very good card here. Elixir of Immortality. I want my grave back in my library sometimes in case someone tries to screw with it, so this is a good just-in-case spell to have. You got some mana rocks like Pristine Talisman, Soul Ring. You also got Skull Ramos, Hedron Archive, and Commander Sphere. Not running too many mana rocks because you don't really need them. I'm running a lot of the draw ones and, you know, Soul Ring and the blacks one, but you know, you get a lot of bang for your buck with this deck. More working with your life than with mana rocks. Mirage Mirror, just a card I put in almost every deck, just helps a lot. And Lightning Greaves. And we're down to the meat, the creatures. So like I said, you're running the primary loop, which is Carrion Feeder, Chainer, and Grey Merchant. This is your sort of combo where you just keep sacrificing the Grey Merchant to Carrion Feeder and then bringing it back with Chainer for, it's usually around 9 life. This is what it's going to cost you, or sometimes you can pay some mana. So, you know, you basically try to kill and gain more life than you're losing, but you know, it's definitely a combo that kind of kills. Limb Duel is a brand new card I put in this deck. I can't wait to play with this card. I saw it and just had to put it in here. It has a cost in its ability, so you can use it for a spiky pokey mana and get creatures back, which, you know, happens a lot. Erebos to stop people from gaining life. Crypt Gas, which creates a sort of no, sorry, this doesn't. Pontiff of Blight. Pontiff of Blight creates a very fun Extort combo with Crick, as well as Crypt Gas, because it already has Extort. Sir Conrad, which is a card that if you watched Ego Raptor draft Eldraine recently on Game Grumps, he passed up despite the fact that he was going for a mill deck twice. I think he passed this card up twice. Way to go, Ego Raptor. Great card. Blood Artist and Vindictive Vampire do essentially the same thing, just ping everyone and you gain a little bit of life. Runescar Demon is the tutor. Kakusho, because, you know, life gain. Ira, I don't know how to say her name. First of Locthwain, she is a fantastic draw spell and just a good card in general. Just, you know, you can cast her for 6 life. Cybele Bolus, draw spell, and some life gain. Corpse Connoisseur to get stuff in your grave in case you don't have buried alive. Sidisi Undead Vizier, just another tutor. Playcrafter, Solemn Simulacrum, Villas, and of course Yawgmoth. Because son and daddy need to be together so one can teach the other to fish. And that is my steaming pile of Mono Black Commander. Hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you think. Give me card suggestions because I suck at deck building and I need others to tell me how to build correct decks. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you later with more videos, but until then, spooky light gets brighter. The fuck am I doing?